some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Well, Alan looks really... I don't know. He doesn't look quite right here. I don't know why. He just doesn't look right. Oh well, we're back with Alan Wake. If I get you into the light, because you do not look right at all, Alan. I don't know. Something about Alan right here doesn't look quite right. Turn on the coffee maker. Yes.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks.
Let's just watch
I'll
it.
need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Watch the coffee. Watching the coffee. Apparently it's not going to fill up until I go talk to Alice. I want to know if... I guess it won't fill up. I just want to see if they do like drop by drop like a normal coffee machine. Or if it just fill up all of a sudden. Just be like, no, and then all of a sudden a split second later the coffee pot was full. I want to see how they do. Is this a new TV? TV, WSCX, something, something, something. I have no idea what any of that means. But it is a TV. And Alan still looks kind of weird. Maybe it's because he's not wearing his normal attire. I don't know. A phone. Is Alan... I mean, Alan.
Oh, hey.
Wife person in here.
Mock-ups? They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Yeah, he still doesn't look right here in the light. I don't know. Something about him doesn't look right. Let's see. What am I doing? Examine the cover. Isn't that like these here? Where are the cover... Oh, they're in the next room, I guess. Okay, I thought that one of those would have been the cover mock-ups, but I guess not. Look at that picture of what I guess we want our windows to look like. Or we want the views from our windows to look like. But instead, we just have a blinding blizzard. Oh, God. A blinding blizzard. There we go. And some kind of old-timey apartment buildings. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Let's go back. Those apples. Uh-huh. Well. This is interesting. I wasn't exactly expecting to walk up the chair there, but I guess I didn't put invisible walls on the chair. Which is good. Because I don't like invisible walls. They're generally not my friend. Look at that. Dual pistols of some kind. Too bad you can't like use those in game. I don't think. Maybe you can. The Fall of Casey. The Things That I Want. Alex Casey. What I Can't Forget. Return to Sender. I don't know if that's in the right order. Seems like Alex Casey should have been the first one. I don't know. Maybe not. Examine the cover mock-ups. A manuscript page. Joy. Examine.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
What the heck is this?
Was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
There's a
I'm right
QR code
I'm
scanner
on it.
here. I have no idea why there's a QR code scanner there. No idea whatsoever. Alright, the fuse box is over here, right? Yeah, this stupid looking thing.
Get the lights
Honey,
back on.
it's a
Now,
power outage.
Please.
I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Can I like... No, I can't do it like super
Hi.
bright. Yeah, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Trying to blind her, but apparently she
No,
doesn't
it's
care, and I'm
stupid,
shining the light
but
right in
it's
her
just-
eyes.
Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love
That's a
you.
phone call.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Spoiler alert, that light switch thing kind of is an important object, or is important, later on in the story. Spoiler alert there. As we look at a very blizzardy New York. Joy. Bright Falls, the present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Probably the reason Alan looked so different is because he was
I'm
like
okay.
clean
My head's
shaven
fine.
there. That's
I
probably
had to lie
why.
about my headache and memory
That's why.
loss.
Probably why he
He'd
looked
send me
different.
to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Thanks for the fishing lesson there, Doc. That was a nice little car honk horn thing. I don't know if it's common practice. There's another horn that time in the game. I don't know if it's common practice to, like, bring your fish in to your doctor's office, quote-unquote doctor's office, and just leave it sitting around on a table on top of a newspaper. That seems kinda strange. Is that a computer? Holy crap, look at that computer. Holy crap, what year are we in? What is that? Is that supposed to be a TV? I have no idea what half these things are supposed to be. Oh, there's a TV. Is that a microwave then? Maybe a microwave. I don't know. However, that's like the word. Look at those like floppy disk port things. Wow. Okay. I already do not like this town. This town sucks. That's how the computers are in the sheriff's station. Then the town sucks. Oh great, the power just went out.
Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
I'm going to pause it here, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds because I'm getting another phone call, so it's probably important. So see you in a little bit. It'll be right away for you. Goodbye. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption there. I had to go answer the phone, but I'm back, and I am even more important than answering the phone. I'm back with Otter Pops. For me, not for you. Sorry about that. If I get everybody that watches this an Otter Pop, I would, but unfortunately, the ability to fax other people's Otter Pops is a technology that has not been discovered in 2012, sadly. Not sure why. It seems like a useful technology. The ability to fax Otter Pops to one another. Good stuff. Alright, resume game.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
That corridor? Alright, I'm going this way.
That was Cynthia Weaver.
Uh-huh.
I guess you can call her the town eccentric.
What's in here?
She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
None of the
Fit
cars
right in where I
here...
come from.
None of the cars here have
She's
license
a little
plates.
obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Alright, what's in the cell area? Nothing. Ooh, a manuscript page. That's a new one, too. Let's listen to it. Alice sees a shadow. Oh, no.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
New rule: if you see something that looks vaguely human in a horror game or a horror movie or anything like that, it's probably human or